now we get all these nice phrases. Hey folks, welcome to today's lesson. It's class number 2 for easy swing soloing strategies. Let's get started. Scales, but yet again, you want to be able to eventually have that freedom on the fretboard so you're not just stuck to one or two shapes. But of course, a lot of guitar players think they have their favorite shapes or positions. Now I want to talk about that blues scale. There's basically two types. You could have the minor blues scale, which is adding the flat 5, but when you think of it as a major blues scale, as per this new worksheet, G major blues, we're adding in the flat 3. So the G major blues scale is, again, the pentatonic scale, the major penta, adding in the flat 3. But if you remember, the G major is this, in that position, that's staying in the position. When we're adding in the blue note on the major penta, we're adding in a flat 3. And yes, as I demonstrated last week, there's going to be some different fingering possibilities. What I wrote here on this worksheet is this. And again, that's the G major. So please give that a try there. We have the 1, the 2, and then on the next string, flat 3, and then the 3. So that's, again, to me, what really kind of makes it bluesy is that flatted 3 against a major 6 chord, or even a major chord. And typically, you could either hang on that note, lean on it, as I said, which makes it sound pretty bluesy, or you can slide into the 3, which is a nice flavor. Again, play with that flat 3 to the 3, to the 5, the 6, and then the 8, the octave. So we have this 1, 2, flat 3, 3, 5, 6, and then the 1 again, or the 8. And then from there, 2, flat 3, 3, 5, 6, 8, or 1. 1, 2, flat 3, 3. But now we get all these nice phrases. Very Charlie Christian-y, style playing. The other scale shape, and I'm just going to pretty much stick to this for the demonstration. You can come up with your own fingering. You may not want to do the, quote, slide, but you could do this. Okay, and then... And then once you're up on that 15th fret, as descending, it's going to look like an E minor blues. And then you can go. So that's that scale shape. And that's what I was using exclusively last week on that demonstration. Remember, I'm often gracing, or this, I'm adding in that flatted 3. That's, again, to me, that makes it very bluesy. And you're just going to hopefully experiment for a long time on your backing track with these two shapes, and maybe even limit yourself. We're going to do that a little bit more. We're going to think this might be good for you. So when you look at Lullaby at Birdland, this is just a good example. We're going to just stay on the A section for this demonstration. But the A section, here's the progression. And it's hard not to analyze. This is kind of what you're getting out of this workshop as well. I call it a workshop, is and some analysis, like, hey, there's a lot of chords here. What do I do on it? You know, we have F minor 7, D minor 7 flat 5. And by the way, D minor 7 flat 5 is also equivalent to F minor 6. So that's a 1-6 progression. And then we have G7 to C7, that's a 2-5. So basically this song is a 1-6-2-5 all the way down here. Then it repeats 1-6, and that's D half diminished, but that's really just all F minor, 1-6-2-5. And then it goes 2-5 to the relative major, and I'm kind of just giving it away instead of having you think about it, but we're like Autumn Leaves, that was E minor relative to G major. In this case, we're in F minor, then it goes to the A flat major. It's just a half step higher from, and then that's 1-6-2-5. 1-6-2-5, 1. And then a 2-5 back to the F minor. And, you know, again, I always start with the melody. F minor. F minor equals A flat major. More F minor. Blues. And even though now we're on A flat major, this is still F minor. Some of the ideas I played last week. And this is still A flat major. Here's that sliding scale. And there's that new scale shape. This is A flat right here. And back to the blues. Or some of the other concepts we talked about. Sing what you play. Leave space. Repetition. Rhythmic variation. Triplets. Repetition. It's hard to sing and talk and play sometimes. And then we can get a little bit fancy with some harmonic minor scales and other stuff. Again, I feel like this is a great place to start. Just pretty easy swing, nothing super technical, very simple phrasing in general, being creative and playing music. But I still think it's nice to be able to sing what you play, connect yourself to what you're playing. It's going to make it more meaningful to you versus just running your fingers through the scale, you know, up and down the scale. I mean, your audience doesn't want to hear you practice up and down the scale anyways, probably. They want to hear music and phrases, just like you're playing the melody. That's why I say paraphrase the melody also. You know, I'm also encouraging you, learn the melody, paraphrase it, throw it back in, and then throw in a blues lick. That's actually a good exercise. Play a snippet of the melody, play your own idea, play a little bit more melody, play your own idea. Those are the relative. So when we do a song like Topsy, that's in D minor, we could play F major. And we want to get fast at spotting that.